Hello everyone, this is Rocco the Crins, and I'm here to bring you another video. Again today, I want to talk about the 4th edition of Dungeons & Dragons, and here you can see the few things that I do have. Right there on top, we have the Heroes of the Forgotten Kingdoms, and the Heroes of the Fallen Lands, both with covers by Ralph Horsley, or Horsley, something like that. This is Dungeons & Dragons Essentials. And these two books on top are How to Make Characters in 4th edition. And if you look on the back here, they have the nice price. You can see that if we can focus on that. $19.95. And that was from each of them. And that's, it's a $40 book, but you don't need both to play one character. If you know what I mean. Gotta get my window down. It's getting warm in here. Anyways, what I wanted to focus on today was this item. This is the Dungeon Master's Kit for Dungeons & Dragons Essentials. It is a great big box full of awesome stuff. Couldn't tell you who did this cover yet. I'll find out when I look inside. But, 2nd edition D&D was known for its box sets. 3rd, not at all. And 4th, well, they started putting some out near the end. Well, late middle, I guess. So, this is a Dungeon Master's Guide, right? Well, it comes with the book. Teaches you everything you need to know about how to build encounters and run D&D. And it also comes with a 2-part adventure, The Reavers of Harkenwald, with 2 double-sided fold-out battle maps, and every encounter in the adventure they have the map for it. And 3 sheets of die-cut hero and monster tokens, and like I just said, every monster you need, every hero you want, they're all on there. And a fold-out 4-panel Dungeon Master's screen. You get all of this. There you can see some of the tokens there. There's the Dungeon Master's book. It's small like these the player's books. But then there's the adventure. You see the map over here and some more tokens. And I got to tell you, you look at the price here, $40 for all of this. Let's open it up and take a look at all the cool stuff inside. All right, here's Reavers of Harkenwald, Part 1. I'm sure that's Ralph Horsley did the art on here, because that looks very much like his artwork. And I guess this is Part 1, that's Part 2. Couldn't tell you who did the art on this one. Let's see. No cover artist listed. Anyways. So that's a 2-part adventure. All the encounters, all the maps. Here's your 2 maps. With every square, on them. You got to assault a castle in this one. It's pretty cool. Here's your sheets of die-cut tokens. This is all villains, from what I can tell. And horses. And a pit trap. Yeah, those are the Iron Crown. Yeah, see, I'm missing a few of the goblin tokens. I'm not sure what happened to those. But here's a bunch more monster tokens. And on the other side, they're red. That's to show the bloodied condition. So when they're at half hit points, you flip the token over, and it shows the bloodied condition. And now here's a sheet of hero tokens. And as you can see, there's a couple missing from here. I'm not sure what happened to those. They're somewhere. Anyways, and you got like all the races. There's a half-orc right there. A couple half-orcs. Halflings. So these are for heroes. And if you can see this right here, that says action point. At the beginning of every game, each hero starts with an action point. You can trade it in to take another action. And that's it, period. You get another turn. That's, an action. Any action you want. So you can take a move, a standard, or a minor. And this here This is our Dungeon Master's book. That looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Bet I'll find a cover artist in here. Let's see. That is too weird. They give you the interior artists, all of them listed right there. You can see Ralph Horsley's name right there in the middle. And you see here, they said, building on the design of previous editions by E. Gary Gygax, Dave Arneson, David Zeb Cook, Jonathan Tweet, Monty Cook, Skip Williams, Richard Baker, and Peter Atkinson. Monty Cook was a big part of the third edition of D&D. So, I mean, this is a pretty small book. The writing's pretty small because we got 272 pages and everything you need to know. There's the cover of the 4th edition Dungeon Master's Guide. And then if you see in here, that's the cover of the Player's Handbook. And, yeah, this is just a really cool book, a cool box. And this here, just, if you ever wanted to be a Dungeon Master, this is a great way to start. You have an adventure for first level guys. All you have to do is, pretty much understand how the rules work. That's a great piece of art right there. At least I like it. That's by William O'Connor. I think he passed away a few years ago. I might be mistaken. But I'm pretty sure that was him. And they got the 3 tiers about heroic. Let's see this big piece of artwork here. And it says right here who did it. That's Howard Lyon. And so this is the Dungeons and Dragons world, a dark world. It's a fantastic place. It's ancient. It's mysterious. Monsters are everywhere. Adventurers are exceptional. Now, that was something in the 4th edition that is so much different than every other edition of D&D. In 4th edition, when you make a character, you add a number based on your class. Like a fighter gets 15, rangers get 12, paladins get 15. And you take that number and add your constitution score. And that's your first level hit points. So you can see, like, a guy with good constitution who's a fighter can start with about 30. And so you're not just a normal human. Normal human only has about 10. And you've got 30. Wizards start with 20, So, more about this exceptional adventurers. The civilized races band together. That's important. They're not at each other's throats in this world, at least not on paper, And here it says, magic is not everyday, but it is natural. And here's another design conceit about the world. The gods and primordial shape the world. And that the gods are distant. And they have this whole Dawn War, which is a pretty cool story in its own. But, they talk about who governs, where do adventurers go to find what they need. There's a whole little sidebar. This is what settlements have to have. There's village traits, town traits. And there's some city traits here. There's another nice piece of artwork.